Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Sunday Night News, your connection for Oswego and beyond. I'm Adam Rupzyck.
And I'm Nicole Lacy. Today is February 27th, 2011, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
Emergency crews on Sunday recovered the body of a pilot of a vintage military jet. The jet crashed into an icy water on the Hudson River near Ulster, New York. Divers worked until sunset Saturday night, but were unable to extract the body from the ice and mud-encased cockpit. They returned Sunday, in which they were able to retrieve the body. The pilot has been identified as Michael Fadali. Fadali's jet crashed after he made a low pass over the Kingston-Ulster airport. According to FAA spokeswoman Holly Baker, the plane dropped vertically and hit ice, leading to his death.
Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi seemed cornered Sunday as security forces and the United Nations Security Council voted for tough restrictions on and possible war crime charges against the Libyan regime. Former security forces said they switched sides and joined the opposition in Zawiya. Some buildings in Zawiya showed signs of damage, including a freshly burned out police station. Many armed citizens took part in anti-government protests by standing on top of tanks or holding aircraft guns. They said they wanted their government overthrown, calling Gaddafi, quote, a bloodsucker. And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Scott Shibley.
I can't hear anything. Wait, is he on right now?
I'm sorry for that. With reactions to the most recent spaceship launch to the space station, affiliates have exciting reviews and NASA's steps for breaking new grounds. CNN tells us more.
48 seconds.
This is my daughter Briar and my son Spencer. We're here to see the shuttle Discovery take off from Titusville, Florida.
Discovery is now running on 3 onboard fuel cells.
It's going to be all rumbly and stuff.
You're the closest you can be without actually being on the Cape. You're 12 miles away.
It's my first one. I want to see it because it's one of the last ones.
When I was 18 years old, I got to see the first shuttle launch in 1981. And now that's one of the last shuttle launches that my children have the opportunity to see. I wanted to make sure they got to see that before the program ended. There's a problem with a computer. They got to work through the problem. They have 20 minutes to get the problem fixed.
Oh, great.
I'm here for the duration. Got to see it. The kids got to see it. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
It's gonna be awesome.
T-minus 31 seconds.
31 seconds. All right, count down with it. Let's do this.
Go for main engine start.
Good. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes, it is. Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. In 1969, I got woken up to see Neil Armstrong walk on the moon and got given ice cream so that I'd remember what it was that I was being woken up for. And I've decided to follow suit with my kids. I want them to see the space shuttle take off. I've seen it. I want them to have the same opportunity. They'll never have the opportunity to see something like this again. Cool.
And now we'll toss it outside to meteorologist Scott Shibley.
Southeast at 5 miles an hour. Looking at the radar, there's not much going on outside, but that'll Get no audio again. We have Monday, we have rain, snow, we're going to 42. Tuesday will be sunny, and then Wednesday will be.
Again, we apologize for those technical difficulties. For the second weekend in a row, anonymous calls by organizers for a pro-democracy demonstration in Beijing were overshadowed by heavy security. Hundreds of Chinese police officers, along with more than 120 vehicles, flooded the streets of Beijing's central pedestrian shopping area, around the site of the second attempted Jasmine rally, inspired by pro-democracy protests. There was no sign of protest as the police deployed unusual tactics to prevent demonstration. At least 3 foreign press photographers were beaten by the Chinese police. One of these included a member of CNN.
A picture emerging today of a dramatic transformation of Irish politics in the country's first election since a multi-billion-dollar economic bailout. The country's main opposition party is now the largest parliamentary seat holder, while Fianna Fáil, the party that has ruled for 60 of the past 80 years, headed for its worst election ever. The results appear to clear a path for centre-right Fine Gael leader Enda Kenny to become Ireland's next Prime Minister. However, given the dire state of the country's public finances, the new government will have no option but to continue with strict measures. And now we'll see what's going on in sports with Dan Myers.
Thank you, Nicole. The Los Angeles Lakers traveled to Oklahoma City to face the Thunder for the second time this season. Pau Gasol led the Lakers to victory with 18 points and 11 rebounds, while Kobe Bryant scored 18 points. Lamar Odom left Oklahoma City with a chance to win with 10 seconds left and down by 3 points when he missed 2 free throws. The Thunder could not capitalize with Kevin Durant and James Harden each missing 3-pointers. The Lakers are undefeated against the Thunder this year and will play them again at home on April 10th. That's it for sports for now, but later I'll have more with SUNY Oswego Sports and NASCAR. And now back to the desk with Adam for your local news.
Police are investigating a double shooting on the west side of Syracuse. The shooting happened on Richmond Avenue around 4:30 this morning. Police say they responded to a shots fired call in the 300 block avenue of Richmond Avenue. They did not find the victims at the shooting site, but later they were notified that the victims were at University Hospital. One of the injured, Ismael Pizarro, 17, was shot in the leg and hand. His brother Joshua Asario, 19, was shot in the stomach. Both Syracuse teens are expected to recover. Investigators found 3 houses along Richmond Avenue that had been hit by this gunfire. No one living in those houses were injured.
Problems with cracking in control rod blades at a foreign boiling water reactor nuclear plant have resulted in inspections of similar rods at 2 nuclear plants and Scriba. The 9 Mile Point Nuclear Plant Unit 1 and James Fitzpatrick Nuclear Plant use the same rods as those found to be cracked in a plant in an unidentified country. Inspectors at both plants have checked the rods and there is no danger posed at either plant.
Skinny Atlas car dealer Pat Bombard had some additional charges to the fraud case currently set for trial in April. Defense lawyer Robert Durr said Bombard was arraigned before County Judge Anthony Alloy on charges of second-degree grand larceny and first-degree offering of a false instrument for filing. Bombard is scheduled to stand trial April 18th in connection with these alleged crimes, plus some additional charges accusing him of stealing from customers. Bombard is facing identity theft scheme, the defraud, and third-degree grand larceny. These are all connections to those previous allegations.
Rain and some snow for Monday's Force. Stay tuned for my when the rain and snow will end.
Cam's Pizzerita, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
The SUNY Oswego Music Department will host its 5th annual collage concert this weekend. The overall theme is the very eclectic nature of it. It's a quick juxtapositions from one act to the next. We're going to have a mix of the large student ensembles, which includes the college community orchestra, the college choir, the state singers, the jazz ensemble.
Be sure to catch the Collage concert this Saturday at 4 p.m. in Waterman Theater.
Was gonna be there anyway. But thinking of you's working on my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rub my sister's souls together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Oswego Metro Center will host a graduate information night on Wednesday, March 2nd. People interested in learning more about graduate programs are invited to attend the informational session. This will take place from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Metro Center in the atrium at 2 Clinton Square in downtown Syracuse. The March 2nd event is for people interested in courses offered at the Metro Center, the Oswego Phoenix off Route 481, and online or at the college campus right here in Oswego. Refreshments will be served at this event.
When the Carnegie Foundation awarded SUNY Oswego its prestigious community engagement classification in January, it recognized that the college has intertwined community engagement in its leadership curriculum, outreach programs, strategic planning, and community partnerships. President Deborah F. Stanley said, quote, "Starting with our Engagement 2000 strategic plan, our college has magnified its efforts to put community service, outreach, and partnerships at the very center of what we do. Last year, more than 1,500 student volunteers and 700 interns were actively involved in the community."
SUNY Oswego recently held auditions to fill the seats of the new vocal effect team. Our Jesslyn Grovinger has more.
The newest thing to come to Oswego, a show choir called Vocal Effect. Auditions for this semester were held Wednesday.
I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had.
I wanna be in the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen.
And in just a couple words, how would you describe Vocal Effect?
Fierce.
Family.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Talented.
Let me think. Snow tones. Beautiful.
Snow tones.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I like
We are out of our minds.
We are.
In a good way. It combines pop music, singing, and even dancing, but when asked to be described by the group, they thought differently.
We're showing music can be so much more fun than standing in a choir and on risers in robes, just being like, la 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 la.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Who am I
It's
fucking?
showing that you don't like need a professional choreographer to put on an awesome show.
Callbacks for auditions took place today, and rehearsals for the group will begin tomorrow.
Now here's a look at your full forecast with meteorologist Scott Sheebley.
I'm your WTOP meteorologist, Scott Shibley, looking at the almanac right now. Today we have a high of 36, which is around our average this time of year. But can you believe it or not, 11 years ago, we reached a high of 63 back in 2000. Looking at the low, temperature for today was 27, with record low 1993 of -4 degrees. Looking at New York State temperatures, our rival Plattsburgh got 32 degrees. Glens Falls is coldest at 17, and New York City is a warm spot with 43. Looking at temperatures around New York, or central New York, we got Syracuse 38, Watertown 38, even Buffalo 38. Looking at current condition outside, 35 degrees, wind chill 31. light wind at southeast at 5 miles an hour, and I have mostly cloudy skies. Looking at the WeatherTap infrared satellite, we see some cloud cover working in way from our south. And as we head into looking at our WeatherTap radar, this is our next storm system that's going to be affecting us on Monday, and I'll go into Timecast right now, jumping ahead of myself there. Looking at Monday, 1 a.m., that the storm system is currently will be affecting around Ohio around 1 a.m., but looking at 7 a.m., there be mindful that if you're living in, let's see, northern Oneida, southern Oneida, Dunkirk, sure, there is a freezing rain advisory from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. So it means if you're driving from, say, Utica to Boonville to Oneonta, please be careful when you're driving, because we should see some rain as we head into our morning classes, and this should continue as 10 a.m. where our advisory for the counties I just mentioned should go away, and then we should see rain coming in for most of our classes, just bringing an awful mess from all the snow that we were having. About 1 p.m. as you're heading from lunch, rain continues on. There'll be some possibly snow heading over like west of Buffalo and even north towards Watertown. 7 p.m. this should clear out, and looking for tonight, mostly cloudy. The system arrived. Temperature will be high of 42. It will be windy. Monday night, it'll be 20 degrees, light snow. It will clear for Tuesday, which is my pick day of the week, reaching a high of 32. It'll be sunny skies. Tuesday night, it'll go down to 25, mostly cloudy skies. Where Wednesday, where a next cold front will work through, it will still be breezy with 38 degrees. And looking at extended forecast, as I mentioned before, Monday's just going to be an awful day just to travel with the rain. Tuesday's going to be sunny. We should see temperatures kind of makes it be above freezing, low freezing, and look like rain for the weekend.
So that snow now is going to be replaced by rain as we start getting into that spring season.
Mm-hmm.
I just want pure sun. I don't want any more snow, any more rain.
Well, hopefully, as we make it in April, we'll see some sun. At least a nice stretch of with warmer temperatures.
When we come back, the man who threatened South Park in prison and a lured sex slave segment reporter Erica Grill will have more. Stay tuned. You're watching WTOP.
The SUNY Oswego Music Department will host its 5th annual collage concert this weekend.
The overall theme is the very eclectic nature of it. It's a quick juxtapositions from one act to the next. We're going to have a mix of the large student ensembles, which includes the college community orchestra, the college choir, the state singers, the jazz ensemble.
Be sure to catch the collage concert this Saturday at 4 p.m. in Waterman Theater.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255. Dropout is facing a prison sentence, and a Brooklyn man is facing charges of rape. Here in the studio now to tell us more is crime reporter Erica Grill.
Thanks, Nicole. In today's crime news, a 21-year-old college dropout has been silenced by a 25-year prison sentence after threatening the creators of popular cartoon series South Park. Converted Muslim Zachary Chester of Virginia admitted to urging violent jihadists to attack South Park writers Trey Parker and Matt Stone for an offensive episode featuring the Prophet Muhammad in a bear suit. But besides these threats, officials were also irked by Chester's terrorist involvement. Daily News reports the 21-year-old created internet posts encouraging others to plant suspicious packages in public places throughout the U.S. in attempts to avert suspicions when real bombs were planted. Chester pleaded guilty to providing material support to terrorists, communicating threats, and soliciting others to threaten violence. U.S. Attorney Neil McBride said, quote, "The fact that a young man from Northern Virginia could support such violence and terror is a sobering reminder of the serious threat that homegrown jihadists pose to this country." Chester expressed remorse in court, apologizing for his actions. In other crime news, a Brooklyn man facing charges of rape, assault, and unlawful imprisonment was indicted Thursday. 45-year-old John Hopkins allegedly lured a 27-year-old Wisconsin woman into being his sex slave after responding to an ad on Craigslist. The woman, whose name has not been released, claims she was looking for work in New York when she found Hopkins' ad on Craigslist, listing a room for rent. She claims they worked out a deal in which she could cook and clean for the 45-year-old in exchange for free rent. According to her complaint, after 9 days of being bound by rope and raped repeatedly in the man's apartment, the woman says she managed to call her mother, alerting her of the situation. When police arrived, the woman was bound and covered in bruises. According to the Huffington Post, the man claims he is innocent. "I didn't rape her," he said. "Everything we did was role-playing. In the game of role-play, the slave actually has the power." If convicted, Hopkins could face up to 25 years behind bars.
Wow, so the South Park episode, I guess that guy's not a very big fan after he's serving 25 years now for the show.
Definitely not. And you know, the Family Guy episode actually featured it making fun of the whole threats against the episode. So, kind of interesting.
Yes. Some upstate New York legislators are trying to require every person on welfare or other public assistance programs to submit mandatory drug testing to receive benefits. The legislators, 16 Republicans and 1 Democrat, have signed onto a bill that has kept drug users using state dollars to fund their habits this year. Upstate lawmakers have proposed 2 more similar bills, including one prompted by a voter survey. The first, with 16 co-sponsors, comes from Buffalo area Senator George Mraz.
Members of the Elbridge Volunteer Fire Company are considering what steps to take to keep the department in business. Fire department leaders have called 2 meetings Monday night. The first to discuss and vote on whether to hire a lawyer, and the second to meet with village board members. The Elbridge Village Board last week called a state of emergency and put fire protection in the hands of the nearby Jordan Fire Department. According to Elbridge department members, they said staffing has become a problem, that the only way to ensure the safety of the village and nearby areas was to give the job to someone else. And now a full look at sports with Dan Myers.
Can we get her arm out of
Good evening, Oswego, and welcome back to sports. I'm Dan Myers. Both the Oswego men's basketball and hockey teams were upset this weekend in their playoff games. The Laker hockey team faced SUNY Fredonia at the Campus Center on Saturday in the SUNYAC semifinals. At the end of regulation, the Lakers and Blue Devils went into overtime 1-1 with the lone Laker goal scored by Luke Moody. The Lakers couldn't finish the comeback with Fredonia's Ben Waldman scoring the game-winning goal to advance to the SUNYAC finals against SUNY Plattsburgh Saturday, March 5th. The Lakers will now have to wait until March 6th, to hear if they have made the national tournament. Chad Burridge had a career-high 33 points, but it wasn't enough for the Lakers basketball team to beat the Brockport Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles had 4 players in double figures and shot nearly 60% from the field. The Lakers trailed by 3 with 39 seconds left after a layup by Burridge. After 2 jump balls, the Lakers regained possession with 22 seconds left but couldn't close the gap, giving Brockport the 74-70 win. Brockport will play Buffalo State in the SUNYAC finals, while the Lakers will wait until tomorrow to see if they have made the national tournament. After 66 races without a win, Jeff Gordon finally ends his drought with a dominating performance at Phoenix International Raceway. Although he was knocked into the wall and had to avoid a 14-car wreck, he still managed to lead a race-high 138 laps. He passed Kyle Busch for the lead with 8 laps left, and the only thing stopping him after that was a checkered flag. Kyle Busch finished second, and the rest of the top 5 was rounded out by Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, and Ryan Newman. That's it for sports. Let's send it back to Adam and Nicole for more news.
Thanks. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
And you're watching WTOP 10, your television.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
TOP, brought to you by the letter W.
The SUNY Oswego Music Department will host its 5th annual collage concert this weekend.
The overall theme is the very eclectic nature of it. It's a quick juxtapositions from one act to the next. We're going to have a mix of the large student ensembles, which includes the college community orchestra, the college choir, the state singers, the jazz ensemble.
Be sure to catch the collage concert this Saturday at 4 p.m. in Waterman Theater.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
And here's a dive into the lighter side of news. Big Brother is watching in New York City as drivers catch them running red lights. The New York Post says the city ticketed more than 1 million drivers for running red lights, getting caught on the camera in 2010. That's a 40% jump from the previous year. The city's 150 secret cameras nabbed an average of about 3,000 drivers a day, according to the figures obtained by the Post through the Freedom Information Request. The city of Syracuse has the option of installing 50 of these cameras, but the plan needs to be presented to Mayor Stephanie Miner before heading to the City Council for approval. Note to drug dealers: if you are masking illegal operations behind a pizza parlor, make sure customers are actually coming out with food. In Toronto last week, police shuttered a downtown pizza restaurant after they found more than $1 million of marijuana and other drugs on the site. Police say 57-year-old Salvatore Crimi likely ran the dealings at Pizza Gigi, which is near both Central Technical School and the University of Toronto campus. Officers became suspicious when they saw people filing out of the restaurant without ever buying food. Besides weed, police found OxyContin, ecstasy, and a small amount of crack cocaine, according to CBC. And now let's take a look at your Class Day forecast with meteorologist Scott Shibley.
For start off for Class Day forecast, temperature like 33 degrees, you get like a mixture of rain and snow. Then as get to like the lighter, it'll change over all to rain by during lunchtime, and then should end out by like your evening, like 7, 8 o'clock. So
really kind of a rainy, wet day. The snow's going to be flowing into the parking lots and such.
Yeah, just please be careful.
And that'll do it for us here at WTOP 10 News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Dan Myers.
I'm Scott Shibley.
And I'm Nicole Lacy.
And I'm Adam Rupzyck. Have a great night. We'll see you here tomorrow night.